أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. So last time actually I introduced you to the pronouns. Let me a little bit revise because 1 week gap. I hope that you might have memorized those pronouns and revised it. So we have understood that pronouns actually are used to refer the nouns, right? And I have given you some examples, for example, if I say Abdullah is my good friend, then I make sentence like he came to my house today. So this he is a pronoun here, and it refers back to Abdullah. So this pronoun basically, when it refers to the noun, it has to match with the number and gender, right? So he is, you can see he's singular, it is masculine because Abdullah is singular and masculine. So another sentence like Muslims are good people, they always speak the truth. So you can see here the pronoun changed here. It became they. So they as it's pronoun plural, masculine, because Muslims are plural and masculine, right? So that we understand, in English very well. And then we have seen actually what kinds of pronouns are there in categories. Like we have first person, third person, second person, third person, right? So when we say first person, we mean like I, we, right, mine, us. And second person means the person, people who are in front of us, right? So it will include you, right? You all, right? And when we say third person, so third person actually, we are actually referring to the people who are not in front of us, who are distant, absent. So generally what we use like he, she, they, and those kinds of pronouns. So to mute here. Brothers, kindly mute yourself. Faisal, please mute, huh? Okay. So now what are pronouns actually? They are isms. They have all the four properties of ism. So when you say four properties, what are those? I'rab. And under the i'rab, we have mu'arifa, they are mansub, they are majroor. Then the second property, they have number, adad, jins, like masculine, feminine part. Then they are type. They are always, we have also studied that all the pronouns are proper. They are mu'arifa. Okay, and they are non-flexible. They don't show any kind of sign, ending sound kind of un, an, in, vagera when they are in different Arabs, right? And they are always proper, which I already mentioned. Then we have two kinds of pronouns: independent pronouns and attached pronouns. When we say independent pronouns, we mean to say like he, she, you, we, and all independent. Then we have attached pronouns. Attached pronouns are like they don't exist independently, right? If I say he is a boy, so he is independent. But if I say his book, right, the his becomes attached pronoun. So it's attached with the book, right? Or book of him, or book of theirs, right? So it's called attached pronouns. And then the independent pronouns, which we have studied in different categories, like third person, second, and first. In third person, we have like hua, it means he, huma means both of them, hum means they all. And in case of female, hiya means she, huma, both of them, it does not change. Hunna, all of them. And then second person, anta. For male, antuma, you both, antum, you all, anti, in case of feminine, you, female, antuma, you both females, antunna, you all females. Then we have for the first person, ana means I, and nahnu means we. So these are all independent pronouns, and they are all marfu by status. All the independent pronouns are marfu, and the attached ones are either mansub or majroor based on with what thing they are attached. Then inshallah I will teach you today. And all these pronouns are what? Mu'arifa. So let's today study attached pronouns. So attached pronouns, as I mentioned, they can be attached. So they can be attached to an ism or verb or harf, right? So they can be attached to ism or verb or harf. And when they get attached to an ism, they will be in majroor form. Also, if they are attached with a harf, if the harf jar is there, then in that case they will be majroor. But if there are some harfs which are called harf nasb, the harfs which make something nasb, they're called harf nasb. The harfs which make something ism majroor status, this is called harf jar. Inshallah, we'll study those. So if they are attached with ism, the attached pronoun will be always majroor. And if they are attached with a harf jar, then they will be majroor. And if they are attached with a harf nasab, they will be always majroor. But if they are attached with the verb, they will be always mansoob. Okay, you should remember this. So when they are attached to harf, they can be the mansoob or majroor. So when I say this, either that means if they are attached with the harf nasab, there's a group of harfs which makes ism nasab. When they are attached with this, they become mansoob. And if they are attached with the harf jar, the harfs which make something majroor, they become majroor. Okay. Only exception in attached pronoun that shows traits is for ana nasab. For nasab, it will be ni, and for jar it will be ye. That I will inshallah teach you. So this is the column here. You can see. So again, you have different points of view: third person, second person, and first person. Then you have again masculine and feminine in all the three. So let's take the third person. In the third person case, we had independent pronoun hua. It means he. The attached version of that hua is who or he. It means both. It does not mean majroor here. It means sometimes they'll say who, they'll say sometimes he. It's all based on pronunciation, nothing else. Okay. This he does not make it majroor. So don't get confused with this kasra here. Okay. So who means him. Okay, it means him. I'll write it down here. It means him, or it can mean his, or it can mean sometimes it also. Okay, then huma is same as independent pronoun. So in case of independent pronoun, we have huma, both of them. In this case also huma, no change. And in plural case also hum, him. Hum independent pronoun, hum also in case of attached pronoun. So for example, if you say hum, huma, so both of theirs. There it is both of them. Here it will be both of theirs. So I'll write, it means both of theirs. Okay, hum means all of theirs. Or I can say them, that's it. Okay, and female, it means her. In that case, it means she. Here means she. So here is independent pronoun, it means she. If you have to say her, it will be ha. Okay, huma again, both of theirs. Hunna, them again, for feminine. Then, in case of second person, you have independent pronoun anta. An attached pronoun version of that will be ka. So ka also means you. Yours, you can say yours. Your or yours. You can say your. Kuma, both of yours. Kum, yours. Ki, again your, feminine. Kuma, both of yours, feminine, and kunna, both of them yours, feminine. Then in case of first person, you have two kinds of attached pronouns for ana version. Ana means I in independent pronoun case. If you have to say mine or me, mine, okay, you have ye or ni. This ye is generally used in case of majroor. So if this attached pronoun, ana version attached pronoun is, as for example, if it is attached with, for example, ism. So we have already studied, if the attached pronoun is attached with the ism, it becomes majroor. If it is attached with a verb, it's always mansoob. So in the case of ana, if it is attached with ism, it will be ye, and if it is attached with verb, it will be ni. In other case, it's not like that. It is simply same, right? Okay. So there's only one. So in this case, ye will be with majroor and ni will be mansoob, and both of them mean mine. Okay, na is nahnu version ka independent pronoun. Sorry, attached pronoun. So nahnu means we, na means us, or you can say ours, our. So when I say attached, what does it mean? Let me actually tell you that you should not get confused. So, for example, if I write a word like this. I write a word like kitab. Okay, is it visible to you? Is it visible to you?
A little bit bigger font will be helpful.
Okay, inshallah. Okay. So you see kitabu. Kitabu is ism, right? It means book. If I attach, if I had to say, for example, if I had to say his book, for example, so you see the his is attached pronoun, right? So that means this is attached with book. And we have seen in case of his, it means who in Arabic, right? Who is attached pronoun for his, right? And huwa is independent pronoun, he. So how will I add? So that means I had attached that independent pronoun with the kitab, book. So how will I do it? Inshallah, this is a different topic also. So right now I'll show you an example. So I'll just write kitab bu who. So this who is attached pronoun to the kitab. Okay, so who I have used who attached pronoun for the kitab. So kitabuhu means his book. Sometimes you'll have kitabihi. It also means his book. It does not mean this majroor. Because of that kasra. So here, if you see this who is attached with kitab, it is attached with pronoun. Sorry, noun. Okay, it's attached with the noun. That means this who is what status? It is majroor. So here you can say with noun. So it is what? Majroor. Just hold on, somebody's on the gate. Okay, so now if I write, like for example, I write I have figure like you have seen that min, min means from, min is a harfijar. Okay, min means from. Okay, means from. If I write from him, if I write like this, from him, so what is the Arabic word for it? I will write min who. So min who means from. So he who is. Okay, let me first of all. So here who is again attached pronoun. Okay, it is attached pronoun. And again, what is the status of it? It is majroor. Why? Because it's attached with min. Harfijar. Now, if for example, there is a verb, let's say a verb like this, though you don't know right now, but I will write a verb for you here. So, for example, I write a verb. Alama. Okay, alama is a verb. So, alama is a verb. If I write now, attach who with it, I will write alama who. So here again, who is attached with is attached pronoun. Okay, so I will write as who is attached with the verb alama.
It is
Okay, so
mansoob.
this is mansoob.
Mansoob.
Understood? So you see, you have seen the three different. So alama means he knows, he knew. Alama means he knew. So it means if you translate, it means so I'll put that stop here. Means he knew him. So I hope you understood, what attached pronoun means. So it can be attached with some ism or harf or verb. So when it's attached with the ism, it is majroor. If it's attached with harf jar, then it is majroor. And if it is attached with the verb fail, then it is always mansoob. So this is what attached pronoun is all about. So likewise, if you had to know, if you had to say here your book, what you will say?
Kitabuhu.
No, your. So if you go back to the
Your
table,
book. Okay.
now map it.
Okay.
So if you have to say now your book,
Your is ka, no?
Yeah.
Mail mein ka aata.
kitabuka, right?
Kitabu ka.
If you have to say both of their books, you will say kitabu huma, right? If you have to say
Huma. Ji.
them or their, you can say here. Okay. So if you have to say their book, you say kitabu hum, not them here, their. Kitabu hum. So if you have to say your book female, you say kitabu ki.
Kitabu ki.
Right?
Ji.
For example, the quite frequent word you will be using, jazakallah. You are saying jaza, then there's a ka.
Ji. If it's female, it will be jazakillah.
Jaza,
Ji.
jaza is a verb actually, and then you have attached pronoun ka. Ka means you. So
You.
attach
Ji.
ka. Say jazakallahu. May Allah give you jaza. So you is coming ka here, and jaza is of here. So ka is attached pronoun, and is attached with the verb there. Okay. So likewise, now if in this case, if you have to say my book, you will say kitabi, because you will say, because when it is attached with the noun, then you will have a majroor form in case of ana, right, or mine. So you will say kitabi, right? But if you had to say, for example, he taught me, for example, allama means teaching, taught, he taught. You will say allama ni, he taught me, because with the verb you had to use what? Mansoob. It has to be mansoob. In case ana, there's a little bit distinction here. Whenever you have to use attached pronoun as a mansoob, in case of ana version, you will use ni, and when you have to use majroor form, you have to use ye. So if you had to use, for example, mine with kitab, you will say my book. Here book is actually what? Ism, so you'll say kitabi, my book. But if you have to say, you have to use it with the verb where it has to be mansoob. For example, allama case, so allamani, he taught me, because and then in case of us or ours, if you have to say there is nothing like this. So you if you have to say our book, you will say kitabuna, right? So this is a different subject also. It's called mudaf mudaf ilayh also. Inshallah, there it will get more clear. So I'm giving you just kind of bird's eye view here, how attached pronouns are used, how they're attached with the different kinds of words, whether it's ism or fail or have. So today, inshallah, we'll what we have finished actually, we have finished the word level thing. So we have seen what kind of words are there in Arabic language, right? Then we have started with the ism words. We have seen then the properties of those words. Like, if the word is ism, it can have 4 properties. Okay. Then we have studied pronouns. Today, inshallah, what we'll go one step ahead now. We will not stay in the word level now. We'll go a little bit now, one step ahead. So we'll go down to the fragment level. So what is fragment? Fragments. What is fragments? So
Two words.
fragments means when 2 words come together. Okay. When 2 words come together, right? It's a combination of words, not only 2, it can be more than 2 also, but it does not make any sentence. It does not give complete sentence picture. Okay, that's why it's called a fragment. So when two words come together, or more than one word, okay, if a combination of words, come together, they form a fragment. But it does not give complete picture of the sentence. So let me give you example of like this. For example, if I say Book of Allah, this is not a complete sentence. It's a fragment. When we say sentence, a sentence has it gives complete picture. It raises the information, it answers the information. Okay, but the fragment, it raises the information, but it does not answer the information. For example, if I say Book of Allah, then what? But if I say Book of Allah is beautiful, then it makes complete sentence. So Book of Allah raises the information and is beautiful answers the information. So in sentence case, you raise the information and you get the answer of the information. But in case of fragment, you don't get complete information. You raise the information, but you don't get answer. So likewise, if I say, for example, beautiful house, again, it does not give complete information. I just give the raise the information. Beautiful house, it's a fragment, right? Likewise, judgment day, my pen. So these are called fragment. You see here the word book and Allah, two words have come together. They have formed fragment. Here, beautiful house. I can say my book. Here, a pronoun and my book has come together. Again, it is a fragment. Your book, his book. Okay, this is called fragment. In Arabic, it's called, the fragments are called, let me write the Arabic thing so that if you, in case here somewhere, it's called murakkaba naqisa. Remember if you can. Murakkaba. Yeah, that's so murakkaba. Murakkaba naqisa. Okay, so fragments are called murakkaba naqisa. So there are actually different fragments in Arabic language. So we'll go one by one, inshallah. Okay, the first one is mudaf ilayh. Let me write in Arabic. Mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh. So what is this mudaf ilayh? I will give you first of all one example in English, then Arabic. So if I say Book of Allah, this is a combination. This fragment is called mudaf ilayh. When you have word ism, then there is a of in between, and there is another word after of. So there is a word before of, there is a word after of. The word
Owner and possessor.
pardon me.
Is it owner and possessor you're talking on?
Yeah, it means, yeah, it means like that, yes.
Okay.
So no, what I mean to say is the combination like this, something or
Yeah.
something. Okay, it definitely means position only, right? Okay, so we have only 10 minutes. Let's see how much we can cover. So we have a word ism before of, and we have an ism after of. So the word before of is called mudaf, and the word after of is called mudaf ilayh. Mudaf ilayh. Okay. So in this case, book of Allah, what is mudaf? What is mudaf?
Book.
Book. And what is mudaf ilayh? Allah.
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 Right? So if I give you any kind of combination like this, I say, for example, like this, house of president. It's a mudaf ilayh combination, right? So which one is mudaf?
House is mudaf.
House is
Is mudaf.
Mudaf.
president is
And
mudaf ilayh.
Is mudaf ilayh. Okay. Now, if I say like this, I say my book. What is mudaf? What is mudaf ilayh? Is it mudaf ilayh combination first of all? Is it?
No, there is no of. So
No, it's not. No. See, this can be also made of. I can write like this. Book of mine. Is it same thing? My book and book of mine?
yeah.
Yeah, it's same thing. Right? It is same thing. So generally, but in English, we don't write book of mine, we write my book. Or his book. Likewise, so you can see now. So what is here? Now, in this case, generally you have seen book of, for example, house of president. So the mudaf came first, then mudaf ilayh came next, right? So in this case, you see, you had to first of all convert it like this in this structure. So my book, it is like book of mine. So which one is mudaf here? The first one is not mudaf here. Second one is mudaf here, right? In this case, so you have book is mudaf. So if you convert this in this form, then you can understand that mudaf ilayh, right? So book is mudaf and mine is mudaf ilayh. So what about your house? So which one is mudaf? Which one is mudaf ilayh?
House is mudaf.
Yes. So house of yours can be written also like this. House of yours. Right? If you get confused, you should convert it. So house is mudaf and yours is mudaf ilayh. Understood? Now, in Arabic, there's a problem. There is no word for of. This is the richness of Arabic language. We don't have word of in Arabic language. You can't find no harf, nothing. So you will have simply, you will be two words will come together. There will be no of and they are mudaf ilayh. So for example, book and Allah will come together. There will be no of because of ke liye koi word hai nahi wahan pe. There's no word for of. So you will have book and then you will have lafz jalala Allah and they are mudaf ilayh. But the question is, how will you understand? How will you identify that whether book is mudaf or Allah, or whether it is mudaf ilayh combination? First of all, number one, whether it is mudaf ilayh combination, whether this is a fragment of mudaf ilayh, and then if it is a fragment mudaf ilayh, which is mudaf ilayh? In English, it was easy. Word before of is mudaf, word after of is mudaf ilayh. So wherever we find of, we can judge it. There's a book of Allah is a mudaf ilayh combination, and word before of is mudaf, and word after of is mudaf ilayh. In Arabic, there's no word for of. So how will you identify mudaf ilayh combination? That inshallah I'll teach you. So I'll write in Arabic. There is no word for of. Or you can say simply, or you can say there's no of. No of. Now, how to identify then mudaf ilayh in Arabic? That rule I will tell you. Okay. Number one, So how will you say something is mudaf mudaf alayh combination? Okay, so first of all, we are dealing with isms. Okay, there's nothing called mudaf mudaf alayh in case of fair. It's only in case of ism, right? So if two words are mudaf mudaf alayh combination, then there must be some properties of some properties must get satisfied for those two words to be mudaf mudaf alayh. So number one is for a word for a word I don't know what is happening here. Okay, let me problem with the editor. Like this. For a word to be mudaf, okay, it has to be light. Number one. Okay, it has to be light. That's one. Okay, let me see if I can put here one. Okay, yes. Then second,
Property ism, isn't it? Property. No.
no. So there are
Mudaf.
is a mudaf alayh. For a word to be mudaf or for a noun to be mudaf, you can say ism, you can say. It has to be light. Second, so mudaf has two properties, okay? And second, there should be no al on it. Okay, so there are two properties for mudaf. So there are, I can write here, there are two for mudaf. One is it should be light. It should be light. Light. When I say light, it means it should not have an in sound or noon, extra noon. Okay. Second, there should be no al on it. It should not be like al Muslim. So remember, so mudaf has how many properties? Two properties. I think meeting is getting over by within 1 minute. Can you disconnect and rejoin again?
Yes, inshallah.
Okay.
I'll stop it.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
Inshallah.